This is part 2 in my social media AI agent team that I use to produce content. This entire template is actually available for you in the description below. I'm going to share my screen in a second, and we're going to dive into the Prospector, the Compass, and the Cartographer. These 3 agents combined will totally eliminate the decision fatigue and help you make the correct choice for the direction your content goes in. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen here. All right, so you're looking at the production line process. Again, in video 1, we talked about the voice profile builder and the auto curator. Today, we're going to discuss the Prospector, Cartographer, and Compass. So step 3 in this whole entire social media process is, okay, now we have our archive, our total database of all of our past stuff, all of the content we've created, and we have our voice built. So we have the brain and we have the voice built and installed inside of this app. Well, what's the next part of the social media content creation or marketing process? We can't necessarily just start creating stuff because we don't have a strategy yet. And that's where Compass comes into place. So in this part of the workflow, you're going to, as it says, set your strategy. This is your pillars, your goal, and the sticky note. So who you're for, the experience level, and the 3 problems they care about most. Compass, which is the agent's name, will judge every signal and every daily direction against this. So this is worth getting right. This is the foundation of your strategy. Now, it can change. It will change probably over time, as all things do. So right now I'm going to go through what each of the sections of this page are and does and why it's important. So what Compass posts toward? So your content strategy. These are the pillars. Now I just have 4 pillars. You can always, if you click the edit button here, you'll see you can always add another pillar, or you can subtract if you only have 3 pillars. And my 4 pillars in this case are build with AI in public, as you are seeing here in this video. I'm actually teaching you something that I just built. Real builds with Claude Code and coding assistance, start to finish, the demonstration. My next pillar is the why. So this is the thing that most AI gurus do not really talk so much about. And I like to go at least a 2nd and 3rd level deeper on hopefully most of my content. And the why and like how it relates to you. Like, why is this important for you? Because ultimately that's what the viewer, that's what you who's watching this YouTube video wants to know. Like, why the hell would I want to build a team of AI agents that do all this stuff for me? Well, so I can effectively remove myself as the bottleneck to my marketing, my social media content creation. I don't have to pay for a VA to do this on their own hours. Human frailty, there's human errors and mistakes. There's also robotic mistakes as well. AI and robots will definitely make mistakes, but they can be improved and refined and dialed in over time. And this why does this matter for you, the viewer, is super important for just about everything that you talk about. And it says here, the problem each build solves, so each build in public solves, plus how to apply it to your business or life. The differentiator that most build in public skips. Modern AI kept current is my 3rd pillar. And these are just keeping up to date with best practices, learning how to implement AI in different ways, creative ways for yourself, your career, your life, your business. And we found that when we collected a lot of data from our users, this was sort of a problem area for most people, whether they were like total beginner white belt with AI just getting started, or there's someone who's like a purple belt, black belt, and they've been around the block. Maybe they are a software engineer. There's just too many voices. There's too many people telling you, this is it. This is the new update. ChatGPT just killed Claude. Claude just killed Gemini. And you never really know who to trust. So modern AI kept current is just me filtering all of this stuff out there in the ecosystem for you and only giving you what I believe is the best practice for right now. Aim to teach systems thinking and AI skills that matter. I think that that's very important for anyone learning AI. Is you'll soon find that it's not about the tool you use, but it's about how you create the working systems, what I'm sharing here, the system for the social media production process, and the overall AI skills that matter. Get your life back. And this is the fourth pillar, and one that I find I'm going to be creating a bit more content around this, is we're starting to find that a lot of people, and you could be a software engineer who's using coding assistants and using AI to enhance or speed up your workflows all day, or you could be someone who's maybe totally brand new and like just sitting inside of Claude or ChatGPT, and you're finding that like AI is giving you the power to do more stuff quickly. So the dopamine hit of seeing the time it takes to get stuff and build stuff compressed to here makes you think, oh my God, well, I can build this and this and this and this and this. And next thing you know, you're just filling in that extra time that AI is giving you back with more stuff using AI, more bots, more automations, more things that pull at you and, pull you out of focus mode. I think that automation is meant to give you your life back. And it's my personal belief that you should use AI to get offline, to stop ruining your eyes and your brain and your mental health by staring at these screens all damn day. So for me, it's getting out in the garden. It's, building the plan, the strategy, making sure that the bot is dialed in, and then using that extra free time to go do stuff that's most fulfilling to me. So that's my fourth pillar. As you see here, AI and automation as the path to offline human free time, the proof and the heart of the brand. So the through line is lead with the why. Every piece answers why this matters for the viewer and what problem it solves before showing what was actually made. So every idea that runs through one of our agents, it must pass these filters. What is the why? Who is this for? And what problem does it actually solve in the reader or the viewer's life? So who is this for? Now, this is the sticky note. I grabbed this from Ed Lawrence. Shout out to Ed. Ed's got a great YouTube channel. In order to create content that's relevant and speaks directly to your audience, you want to have a sticky note that's on your computer or next to your laptop or your screen. And the sticky note is basically the age, the experience, and the top 3 problems that that person actually cares about for your content or your industry or whatever it is you're creating. So my sticky note is that people are buried in all the AI hype that's out there, and they can't tell like what is actually relevant to them in their life and what applies to their work. They don't know which tools or workflows are worth their time. So it allows me to sort of test various things and say, yay on this, nay on that. This is a waste of time. This tool's overhyped. You can just do the same thing in Claude Code. And then the third thing that you're probably going to start seeing pick up traction here is that AI keeps adding a lot of busy work, which I just talked about, makes you feel like you can do more. So you do more with AI instead of actually taking that free time back and reclaiming it for yourself. So those are the top 3 problems that I care about and that I think my audience cares about. So that's what I should primarily create content about. And then we just have some audience notes here. Builders, solo operators, founders. Goal is of course, we want to get people to sign up for our community, which is the Smarter AI community. If you're interested, link is in the description down low. And we definitely want to get reach with more build in public things. We want to give as much as possible for free back to the audience. And the primary call to action is the Smarter AI community, which we have as well. So this is the initial foundation of setting up your strategy using Compass. So now what happens next? So as you see here, the cost that I have, this little cost button up top, this will let me know exactly what's being run and what each thing costs per agent. So today, 73 cents was spent, but I didn't do anything. So inside of Prospector, we have signals worth acting on. And if you just see all this information here, this is all topics that it's coming up with. But let me get down to the very bottom. And this is something that you're going to do one time inside of the app. This is a really great idea for you as well. So what Prospector does is it has various sources of information that it can go out and scrape or pull or research information and data from the web or from other social media platforms.
But one of the things to help it from just going out and buckshot blasting all of these sources and trying to find stuff is we want to actually feed it content creators that we feel are either competitors or friends or colleagues or people inside of our space talking exactly about the style of content, the type of content, the information, or talking exactly to our audience. So what you can do is you can add to your creator pack here. So if you wanted to add a creator, let's just say at Ryan_Hutchinson, and this is YouTube long video. You can select which primary format that you want to scrape from. So I'm going to add this creator. So as you see here, Ryan Hutchinson, long video, YouTube, you can remove, edit, etc. So I've added a couple of people inside of my industry as well as my co-founder, Jacob. And I just added some, like, so Jens is someone I follow on short video, so Reels on Instagram. If you want to edit it, you can come in here and do that. Dan Coe, Liam Motley, Nick Sarayev. So these are all super large creators inside of the same industry or that speak to my similar audience. So now when Prospector runs every day, so it's going to run somewhere around midnight my time, and it's going to look at like the last few days to a week. It's going to look at both the creators from our creator pack that we have here, and it's also going to look at other websites like, let's see here, YouTube, Google Trends, Hacker News, Instagram, TikTok, X, and the open web, ranked by fit with your approved strategy. So the strategy which is built in Compass, plus topic velocity. So there are trends and things that pop up, or maybe a YouTube video is just like popping off for one of the creators inside of the creator packs. And this is not entirely dialed in yet, but what it has been doing for me is really giving me some interesting plays here that I haven't really thought about. I'm just going to click open this top one, and you can click the drop down, right? Gives you just sort of a 1-sentence summary about the actual video. It will give you the video itself. So we don't need to watch this, but this is Riley Brown, 12 days ago, and 50,000 views, with also 115 comments in here as well. So that's the overall source video, and you can dismiss this. You can save it for later. So if you just don't want your entire list to be muddied up with fresh stuff, you can click save for later, or you can click work this into an angle, and this just directly sends this right into the next part of the AI agent process, which is writing, creating scripts, all of that good stuff. So that's just an example of one thing pulled from YouTube as a source. So I'm going to scroll through here. Let's see if we can find. So this is another one from the web. This was given to me by Prospector 2 days ago, and says it was posted 3 days ago. And here's the single most important thing I've learned about AI coding workflows in 2026. Context management is everything. And this is just a website with, I don't know, from dev.to, which is a very common dev website. Yeah, so it's a pretty good looking article. I'm just kind of perusing through here. How structure. It's a pretty lengthy article too, which is nice. So it might be an idea for a video. Work this into an angle, dismiss, save for later, blah, 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 right? Let's go to Instagram. So Parth. So this is Parth Knows AI. The more you know about AI, the less you're likely to use it. 50K plays, simplification angle, and resonating. Posted on May 26th. So I think it's within the last 2 weeks, which is why it's still viable. It was also brought to me by Prospector 2 days ago. And if you click this, obviously we'll open up the Instagram reel. And that's Instagram. I don't really see anything else. So here's Hacker News, just another website. Hacker News builders are intentionally constraining coding agents. Systems thinking over raw autonomy. I nerfed our coding agents on purpose. You can view what Prospector gives to you as ideas from signals from the outside.
And more than likely, it's going to, I don't want to say bias, but it's going to find a lot more YouTube things versus, let's say, a Google trend, because there may or may not be a Google trend that's popping off in the last few days to few hours. So the Google trend thing like may not always show up. I also don't typically like to grab ideas from TikTok or X, just because I think the way that the platform is built is so that you're literally just thumbing through stuff. It's like very dopamine hitty style, like one shot style videos and things. It's not meant for people who are there to digest deeper level topics and things. Whereas the open web, sometimes Instagram, but not really, Hacker News, Google Trends, and YouTube, really long form YouTube videos, are where people are really going to digest real content, not AI driven slop out there. And Prospector actually uses a web scraper called Apify, which I have an account for, and just uses various web crawling tools and scraping tools by connecting to Apify in the back end. And if you wanted to refresh, we can actually refresh this right now. Let's actually do that. Let's see what comes up. But while that's running, I'm going to show you what Cartographer does. So what the viewers are asking, the questions and requests your audience keeps repeating across your niche. The gaps that nobody has filled yet, your crew pulls them from the comments and breakout posts so you can make the exact thing they're asking for. It's always ranked by fit with your approved strategy. So let's look at this one. So structured AI coding workflow from idea to shipped. PRD slicing agents review in one video 6 hours ago. So this was run this morning. Matt Peacock, AI engineer, walkthrough, drew strong engagement, 415 like comment, specifically praising the end-to-end workflow framing, research, PRD, issue slicing, implementation, human review, because no other video shows the full arc. Multiple comments note they've watched infinite 5 to 8 minute clickbait videos and learned nothing. The demand is for one complete structured build video that covers the whole process, not isolated tips. This is a direct gap in the why and how for you pillar. Viewers want to understand how to apply an AI coding workflow to their own project, not just someone use a tool. This is exactly what I'm doing here inside of this video. Is yes, will we get to the part of the process when I actually go through and use this thing? Of course. But I'm trying to stimulate your ideas, your creativity of what I've built for my own life, my own business, and why it's important, at least to me. And it will give you some ideas like, oh, that would be a really cool, I don't like the way that Ryan did that, or I don't think that that's useful for me. But that little thing that he showed me here might be super valuable that we could add to our clients or to a build or whatever it is when you're watching these videos. And these lists are rated from best fit to worst fit. That's how they're sorted. So this is 0.31, right? So you get the idea here, but this is an example of a comment from this video, and I'll just open the source video just to show you. I actually watched this a while ago. This is a great channel, by the way. If you're into AI, click on the AI engineer. It's at AI.dot engineer channel on YouTube. They have some really great, you see here, like there's some really great speakers and tutorials and things. I'm constantly sitting on my couch at night watching these videos. Yeah, so that's the source video. You can work this into an angle, which immediately sends it to your agents that start writing the content. But the last part in this entire process is the very final work that Compass does. Basically look at everything that Prospector and Cartographer have done in step 4, all of the signals. And based on the strategy that Compass has, it's going to actually give me very specific directions on what exactly to post, what exactly to write about. And I have 2 buckets, if you will, that I like to create videos for.
One is for reach, one is for trust.
So you want to actually get more eyeballs because you want more clients, and you want to get more clients to get more money so you can get more eyeballs, right? And that's what Prospector and Cartographer allow us to do, is to find out what the audience actually is asking for right now in terms of trends and signals. And then we can develop two different styles of content. So we can do the reach style content, which is like, I don't know, let's say a new model drops this afternoon. Well, I can whip up a YouTube video tonight or tomorrow morning based on that new model and catch a lot of the search trends that a lot of people are searching for in Google and YouTube. That's a reach style content. Or, how to make money with AI agents. That's a reach style content. That's, you're going to get a lot of grifters. You're probably going to get a ton of views. Maybe you'll get some clients from it as well. But again, it's not the depth and breadth. It's not the depth and breadth
of trust building content. That's something like this, that you've watched this video for this long now.
You've obviously built a certain trust, a connection between us. And that's the other style, is the trust style content. So what Compass will do is it gives you what to post next, ranked from your strategy plus the live radar, which is the signals. And you can click on any one of these to see the why, the trend behind it, and how it scored. So this scored 51. It was a reach style idea. And this is not like necessarily the title of the video. It's just more along the lines of like the main idea in one sentence. And it could be an idea for a title or something, or a hook, but it's not the actual hook that we're going to use yet. The workflow I used to go from idea to shipped with Claude Code, PRD, slicing, agents, and review.
Forgot to also mention this. Every day, these 5 ideas get refreshed. So they get deleted, and Compass does a brand new 5 ideas that you can use to create content. And it ranks it, of course. So why this ranked number 1? The score blends 4 things: how well it fits your strategy, how much real demand the trend has, how fresh it is, and how quick it is to make, or easy it is to make a video like this. And you can use them synergistically to build a really good brand. So that's it for today's video. We talked about the Compass, so building your content strategy with an AI agent. We talked about Prospector, which is the web crawler or web scraper, social media scraper that's connected to Apify in the back end. And then Cartographer, which also has a YouTube comment scraper that goes about and finds what your audience actually is asking for inside of the comments of great videos. And then we have the last part of Compass, which is, what ideas do I even write about today? Or what YouTube videos are even important for me to create? And this is going to reduce a lot of the decision fatigue, a lot of the scheduling, a lot of the thinking through the process, because you're not going to have to go and do the research yourself. You can use agents and automations here and build your own web app like this. On the next video, we're going to talk about the writing and the creating agents.
And their names are Flint, Quill, and Atelier. And Flint is our hook generator,
Quill is our ghostwriter, and Atelier is going to create some of the images and media
that we need for our posts or our YouTube thumbnails. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I will catch you in the next one. See you.